now listening to the Good Bad Advice Podcast with Stephanie and Chase.
Hello! Welcome you guys to the Good Bad Advice Podcast. It's where we give unsolicited advice to people in the news each week. And we're your hosts. I'm Chase.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're slaying the house down boots, mama.
Slay the house down boots.
We've been busy jet setters the whole week. We've been out of town. We both just got back out of town. We're just like...
We're like
just like,
traveling the world.
What's going on?
We're just the world travelers.
Yeah. Kate, how are you?
I'm so good.
I have not gotten the rundown. We were rundowning something else before we started. And then I wanted to hear about your trip. And I said, wait, stop. I want first honest impressions from the show, from the trip. So tell everybody where you went.
Okay, I went to Cabo. I went to Cabo. I went with my parents and I went with my brother and my husband, obviously. It was so incredible the way that like the 3-hour flight to Cabo feels like nothing, but then when you're at the resort, you're like, I'm in a paradise.
Totally.
Much better than a flight to Hawaii.
Amazing photographer. Your travel photography was really good. I was saying to Stephanie's really talented.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no. There's some really, really good pictures that we'll post.
Thank you so much. I am inspired by the youths who post like detail photos of their trip.
Yeah.
Versus like just all of like, here's the photo of me posing here. Here's the photo of me posing here. Like,
I know.
Here are the details.
Yeah, I'm the latter.
Yes, and I've started getting into that more. And what I will say is like, I know it's kind of annoying to tap through stories of like just details, but I feel like it helps me be more present on my vacation.
Oh, cool.
To like look at the details of things. Like that tile is really interesting. This restaurant is really interesting. Like those kind of things, I feel like it helps me to like be present when I'm like looking for details that I'm interested in.
This actually is an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a segue to an interesting topic.
Yes, please.
People posting pictures around the holidays of gifts that they got and or gave. Okay. Faux pas, 10 points. It depends how you do it. Because like, for example, do I think that pictures of spreads like Christmas spreads are really gauche? Yeah. Yes. I actually think that that's tacky. You shouldn't do that. But I think like close up hyper detailed pictures of like Christmas in 10 close-ups is cool. Like that to me would be kind of cool of like if you got like this, little athletic thing. It'd be cool just like a mouth to like chest of just like that. Like maybe that's
that's
cool.
An interesting idea.
I just don't know. Like it's always, I know like people say it's uncomfortable or weird for you to post your Christmas haul pictures because it's a little like self-aggrandizing or boastful. But what's your take on that? What's your advice?
I feel like a story or like a close friends, I'm like, that doesn't really bother me. I know like TikTok hauls of like, this is what I got for Christmas. Videos
are different to me than pictures.
Totally.
A haul where they're talking about why they got it, where they got it, what's the sale, what's the band, like that. If that's more informative, a video haul, but a picture haul is odd.
It's so hard because there's so many that I'm like, well, what about this and this? And like, to me now I've realized like, it just depends on the person. Yeah. Like I could tell that some people, if they did it, it would really bother me.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like, because there are just people who I feel like are flaunting versus just like being like, this is what I got for Christmas because I want to share with people. And I felt that even on the vacation that I'm like, ooh, should I post these like details because I'm at like a resort and blah, blah, blah. And our third member, our third nutcracker, our third broken nutcracker. Okay, when you're on a trip, you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to like feel braggy. I don't want to like, but then I remember like the people who follow me on Instagram are people that know me. Yeah. Like, and that one like random like account that I can't figure out who it is, like their Finsta. Like, but like the people who follow me know me. And so I'm like, these are people who would care that I'm on vacation. Agreed. So a haul like that, I'm like, no, that makes sense to me. When like influencers or somebody who is like posturing their wealth or things like that, then I'm like, I guess it's the intent.
Agreed. Okay, now, best thing you ate on the trip.
Oh, okay. So I went to a restaurant in Mexico, like 8 years ago called Tacos Gardenias. If you are tangential to me and you mentioned Cabo, I'm like, oh, Tacos Gardenias, you must go there. It's so good. I had not been there in 8 years, and I made my entire family go there. Crazy work of me.
Was it so good?
It was incredible.
Yay. Okay, good.
They have like fish tacos, but they come out and bring you the taco with like just whatever meat you ordered in it. And then they have kind of these platters that you can like stuff your taco, fill it with whatever you want. It was so freaking good. I was so happy. And it was the first day of the trip that we did it. And I was like, I literally don't care what happens the rest of the trip. Like, I will do anything you guys want me to because I got to eat these this day. And then honestly, the rest of the trip was mostly like being by the pool and like, can I get another pina colada? Like, all I asked for was tacos gardenias, sitting by the pool with a crisp soda, a Caesar salad, and French fries. Like, that was all I was asking for.
Now, is it an all-inclusive resort?
No.
Okay.
But it was a really pretty property. So reasonable. When I tell you, sometimes when you go to like a resort and they're like, oh, okay, would you like an 80-minute massage or a 90-minute massage? That will be $345. And you're like, I clock in up here because what do you mean?
Right. You make more
$345.
Most people. Right. Okay.
Like, I do think that that's insane behavior.
Agreed.
Like, hotels that are charging over like $200 for a 90-minute massage, I think that's insane.
Our couples massage for 90 minutes was $700.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's
at the resort, and they were like, but you get 70% off with your credits, and we give you 1,000 credits that comes with your stay. So now you're only paying 30% of that, and that is cash. So you're like,
are you rubbing
the one? And you're like, okay, how much am I paying for
this?
You didn't realize until you went to go check out, and they're like, you had a massage, so
yeah. Like, are you rubbing gold into my skin? Because what do you mean? Like, and I would say 200, even for a 90-minute, I would still say is like pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
But when it's like exorbitant, when it's over $250, I'm like, and you guys are just upcharging for not even like a premium experience. So anyway, I got a massage. It was 90 minutes for, I think, with tip around $190. So reasonable. I was like, thank you for having sense.
Yeah.
And then pool food was like, I mean, anywhere from like $15 to like $30, depending on what you got. Which, like, again, pool food, it's like a Caesar salad is like $54, and you're like,
totally.
What?
And they like also, you know, those places that make normal things sound fancy so they can charge a normal price, like an absorbent price. So they're like crisp, you know, butter, lettuce from the and you're like, okay, so lettuce.
That's a Caesar salad.
And then they're like, you know, shaved Parmesan Reggiano, blah blah blah, aged Parmesan, and I'm like, cheese. Next. That's like fresh Caesar dressing with, you know, anchovy, crisp, and whatever, and you're like, dressing, okay.
Got it.
And then then it's, you know, cubed baguette in saffron, but you're like croutons. Okay, so I understand the words you're using justify in your mind the price. Yeah. But I'm eating it and pooping it out just like I do a Smith salad, so I just want to be clear here that like my digestive tract is not clocking if it's an aged balsamic.
No, unless it is like a smoked piece of lettuce that you've somehow infused
in the tear, like with the tears of children,
with like the tears of Caesar himself.
No, literally.
Like, and then you want to charge me $84?
And a Caesar and a Roman god serves it to me on another Roman god, and that's the vessel by which I eat it.
Yeah, and I have to literally eat it off of their chest.
Done. I guess it's
fine. I guess that's a $50 worth experience.
Everyone else can't say anything, but I get to be playing Britney Spears on blast. Like, thank you for the experience. I will pay for that.
Okay, fine. I will pay for that.
Yeah, no, that's a Cirque du Soleil moment in my mouth. What I'm not interested in is just like Smith salad served. But and the other thing too about going to those places where the food is outrageously expensive, The employees 9 times out of 10 clock you like this is like a make-a-wish. Yeah. They're like, we know you do not actually belong here. Your bank account is crying tears, and the anxiety your wallet is having right now is real.
Truly.
And so they're like, would you like a side with that? And you're like, does it like nothing is worse. Yeah. This is so true. Nothing is worse than asking a fancy restaurant if it's free refills.
Yeah.
Like, and what would you like to drink? And you're like, just water. Sparkling or still? Tap. You know what I mean? Like, that never makes you feel great. And then they're just like, right, okay. So basically they're like, so dishwasher water? Yes. That's what you want? Yeah. Okay, a little toilet water. Why don't you just go lap it up in the pool?
No, truly.
Yeah.
And then when you're in Mexico, too, you're like, I know my taco costs like $5 a piece. But are you charging me for the second can of Coke that I drink?
No, 100%.
Like, and that's so crazy.
And nothing's worse too than when they're like, "And do you want beans with that?" And you're like, "Mm-hmm." Does it come with beans? They're like, "No, it's just a little extra." And then you want to be like,
"How much?"
What's a little? Was it like a whittle or?
The good thing about Cabo, I feel like it's, even though there are places where you can get like really pricey, like Cabo is where a lot of people from like Beverly Hills will go to vacation and have vacation homes because it's not that far away.
Right. And
they have like a Nobu down there. They have really nice restaurants. But then you can still find local restaurants where it's like anywhere from like $2 to $5.
Yeah, and like I know that there's like a sort of misguided conception of like, if you go to Mexico and you have a $2 taco, you're going to spend $2,000 at an American hospital when you get home.
No.
Like, I get that anxiety, but I do feel like it's a little preying on our concerns and not, this is just good fish, this is good taco, this is good. You know, that was very different than that actually is Greece. When we were in Greece, I feel like I did not pay a ton. I feel like I paid very reasonable price. We were on Santorini, which is very touristy, but we got a lot of food. We didn't get sick. It felt very fresh, but we also didn't feel like they had us right by the short hairs. We were just like crying when we got home with our bank account.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, the only thing with Mexico truly is that like you shouldn't just drink the water and like assume that it's safe. But because of that, like usually it used to be that like the ice wasn't filtered. Now all the ice is filtered. Like, they're so cautious about it. Even when we were checking in, like, our bellman was like, okay, the ice is filtered. They say that the water on tap is good, but the hotel staff still drinks bottled water. So do with that what you will.
Right.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, when we were in Playa del Carmen, they had, like, every morning they would bring a water bottle for you to brush your teeth. And then they had like a water bottle at night that they put on your nightstand, and then they replaced the one to brush your teeth. Like, they were conscientious of that, but you're right. The ice and everything was totally fine.
Also, there was like one point that I was like, is it not like a little bit crazy that we just like are good with like a whole country like not
having drinkable water? Unless it's from a plastic cup or plastic water bottle.
It did kind of just like throw me a little bit suddenly, where I'm like, oh, hey, maybe you should be grateful that like you can turn on a tap.
Yeah,
and drink water.
Steven, when we were in Mexico, we were looking up like, so there's now like it's passe to say first world, second world, third world countries. Yeah. Now we say like developing world or developed world.
Yeah.
And it's still very much like a developing world.
Yeah.
And I just don't think we always think about that. And they're literally like our neighbors.
No, they're 3 hours away by plane. Like, and you guys don't have drinkable water. Like, that is.
Why?
I don't know why that, like, I was laying in bed, but I'm like, they can't drink out of the tap. And Traven's like, yeah, that's like.
He's like, it's 3 a.m.
No, truly, I was wired. We saw whales.
So fun.
From our hotel as well. Sorry, I just like ADHD'd right into that. It was a newer property. We stayed at the Westin.
Nice.
In San Jose del Cabo. So it's like more like up on the coast versus like downtown Cabo. Gorgeous property.
Sure.
So beautiful, so lovely. I will be going back.
I had less luxurious. Stephen and Gentry were performing. Actually, this is really fun little plug. Gentry has a new album out that came out this week.
And this is
such an interesting story. So they have it all queued up with their team to be launched on the 14th. And it gets kicked back for it got flagged as AI because they did not imagine a human brain could have arranged the music that was arranged. Isn't that so funny? So it didn't get released. It's now available on Spotify. It's not available on all the other streaming platforms. They're still fighting it that it's not AI, but it got flagged as though that's like how good. Steven is basically AI.
Is Steven offended or is he like...
No, I think he's flattered. I think Gentry's doing a good job PR wise of making it like a bit, and like Steven is a computer and we all knew it all along.
Yeah.
He is an alien and that's how he's able to do what he's able to do.
No, like it's so beautifully composed. Yeah. Like he is a
and
robot.
So Love is Alive, the song Emily, Steven and I wrote with Casey, is on there, which is fun.
Yeah.
And then there's Coventry Carol and Poor Wayfaring Stranger that is like a mashup. And when you listen to it, we did this last time with the candy shop, boom, boom. That one's out now, so we want to listen to it. Anyway, so that is out. They were, so it's the start of their Christmas tour, and I'm going on tour with Steven, which means just for programming wise, you guys, we may be a little out of sync just because I'll be traveling so much the next 6 weeks.
We'll figure it out, and you'll figure it out with us.
We'll figure it out. You'll be there. We'll do it for sure. But so we, you may actually coordinate and have a guest one time if I'm not here for that last week right before Christmas, because I'm gone from like the 11th to the 23rd.
Yeah, fun.
It'd be fun. You could just come here when my dad's here, like on a Friday or something, and then have a guest like you and Meghan or you and Traven or something. It'd be fun.
Okay.
Anyway, rained. So the Tuacahn Amphitheater is an outdoor amphitheater. It's really beautiful. It's in the Red Rocks. The stage was covered. The audience wasn't. So the first half, it was pouring rain. We got drenched.
Yikes.
And then it stopped. But it was good. It was really fun for a couple of reasons. One, we were able to hang out with Steven's aunt and uncle down there, Star and Paula. And we went to dinner with them the night before, and then they came to the show, and I sat next to her. And multiple times we just reached out and held each other's hands, like during Steven's solo or during his mashup, which was amazing because it was Titanic, Jingle Bells, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It was like a jazzy My Heart Will Go On
fun.
For like a jazzy Grinch and then a little Jingle Bells. And then it was really good. So that was really fun. And it's also really nice because like I love Christmas music. Like I really do.
Ugh.
And so
I listened to Christmas music on the way here.
Yeah, no, I listened to it as well.
Because I was like feeling annoyed and I was like, you know what?
Like,
deck the halls.
Deck the halls so I don't deck my husband. Speaking of, we're going to be decorating for Christmas today when I get home.
I'm trying to wrap up
today. Decor?
Yes.
Or gifts? How are you on
decor.
Gifts?
I'm about a fourth of the way through.
Yeah, I'm like, we finished the kids' gifts because they come.
I'm really betting on those Black Friday sales this year.
I was
Things
hoping
are
on them too,
pricey.
that
It's pricey this
tariffs
year.
be tariffing.
Yeah. Temu doesn't cost the same as it did last year.
No, literally. I'm trying to buy these giant inflatable ornament balls for the Ward Christmas party from Temu. And I'm like, $16? I thought it was $6.
Bailey loves like doing bracelets, things like that. Beads. Like I got beads from Temu last year. I must have got 30 different packs of beads for like $70.
Yeah.
Like, and they're packs of 100 beads, like crazy. This year I was like, you're getting 4.
Yeah.
You're getting 4 packs.
We're making a little less bracelets. Unless you sell them and can make some money.
Truly.
But it was really fun to be down there. I really love the Gentry team. We have a really good time with, I think Susan's supposed to be coming. Susan listens, so does Matt. And we saw Matt there, but I didn't see Susan. I think she's going to be running the show, but maybe it'll be coming up. Anyways, if you're in the Salt Lake area, definitely look and see. I think there's a few tickets left to the Eccles show, which is the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving, or the 5th and 6th up in Logan.
Yeah.
They're doing shows. I'll be at both of them. So if you are there, send us a message. Well, send us a message, and then it's sending Stephanie a message, and they have to let me know because I got off. I was back on social this weekend to post pictures for the wedding. And I'll stay on until Tuesday. What?
How was it while you were here?
I forgot how much there's just like, I do feel like the universe is trying to get me hook, line, and sinker back in it because they were sending me the funniest videos, which was great. But I am looking forward to getting off of it again. I will say, like, it was nice to be on for a hot minute. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I think I'm kind of out from here. But because it does also just allow me to consume so much more content, which is a great little segue because we've got some 3GBs for us. Let me go first. I read a book this week. I read or I listened to Project Mary, Hail Mary.
I've heard such good things.
It is so good.
Yeah.
I finished it literally walking up to the podcast. I was like, here's the last 16 seconds of the book.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Knowing that Ryan Gosling is playing the lead really made it so that the whole time I was reading, I just kept thinking it was Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Like, I just kept thinking, how are they going to do this in the movie?
I feel like Ryan Gosling has been super saturated. And it's amazing how he still isn't bothering me.
Yeah, it's
with
kind
how
of
much saturation
I
he
was
has.
thinking about it because one of the other things that I consumed has Simu Lee as the voice actor in Your Dreams. And it was great, but I was thinking, actually I could see him. Like there were a couple people that I was like, I could see this person. I love
Simu.
I know. I was thinking he would be great.
Remember, I for a while switched to him being like my number one crush.
Yeah. I really like him too. I was thinking he would have done great. There's just a couple of people that I was like, they could, they would be great cast. But really interesting. Same guy, same author of The Martian. And I have no idea if any of what he's saying about space and science is true. But it sounds
to me.
So right. I'm like, totally. Yeah. I'm so nervous about our star dying and like aliens, and I'm like, no, it has to be real. I was
You're
actually
like, no, it's fiction.
No,
You're
I
like,
told
no,
Steph, like,
totally.
I'm so embarrassed to admit this, and I can't believe I'm admitting it, but here I go. When I watched The Martian, I was so convinced that it was like real. I had to Google if we'd ever been to Mars. I was like, have humans gone to Mars? And Siri's like, no, idiot. That was all it said. It was just like, you're dumb.
Neil deGrasse Tyson popped up from your phone.
He's you would say? Okay, I also watched the TV series All Her Fault.
Okay.
That's
on Netflix, right?
No, that's on Hulu. Or Peacock.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So good. It's with the girl from Succession, the lead. I don't know her name. And then it also had dang, I can't forget. I'm forgetting. Well, I'll have to look. But I would have thought it would have been, it felt like it was based on a book, but it wasn't. It was actually just made for TV.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's a definite.
It's like a thriller?
Thriller, for sure. Yeah. And I would say, okay, let me look and see who. Oh, yeah, the Dakota Fanning is in it, and she was great. And then Sarah Snook is in it. Jack Lacey is in it, and then Sophia Lillis. I forgot how much I love Abby Ellett, this girl. I think she's so funny. She's really good. And then Michael Pena is in it. Yeah, it's a really, it's heavy. So, but I was listening to another podcast, actually. I was listening to Toast about this. They talked about it. And I think Jackie had said that it is a really great commentary about like the sort of invisible burdens placed on moms and weaponized incompetence by dads.
Yep.
And that's for sure a theme. So if you're watching it, just be mindful of that. I also watched Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Okay.
The Jacob Elordi, Christopher Waltz.
Tell me more.
Oscar Isaac. When I tell you, it's first off beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Like Guillermo del Toro, the cinematography is beautiful. The color saturations, the costuming, the styling, amazing. I've never watched a movie rated R for. Can you imagine if that's what I was saying? It's like I've never watched an R-rated movie before. No, I've never watched an R-rated movie that was R for grisly scenes.
Grisly scenes.
And so I was kind of like,
what does that mean?
For example, spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
I forgot we do that.
Spoiler.
We snap when we have to go pee, so that way we know where to cut. Now this is just
spoiler. We are going to talk about Frankenstein.
One, you get this spoiler if you read the Parents Guide, because I will always do Parents Guide on movies just to know like what I'm up against and where I'm at emotionally. And it did have this as one of the examples, but a man falls, for example, down like a fairly steep thing, and so he dies. Yeah. And someone kind of lifts him up to see like if he's dead, and the back of his head is open. with everything oozing out because he
ew,
is dead. And you're like, huh, huh. Steven and I watched it with our phones up, and we would just say, phones, okay, phones. Okay, and now we can get good. Yeah. Now we can watch it again. A really interesting commentary about monsters and goodness and kindness and what are we doing and laws of nature and
which is
nurture.
My understanding is that it's very much true to the origin of the book.
1000%. And it actually feels like, it doesn't feel like it could be real, but it feels like, meaning it doesn't feel like you could take a bunch of parts from different bodies and put them together and have a human be made. Yeah. But the concept of like, it actually feels like an origin story. Yeah. There. It was really good, but definitely not for kids. No. You watch it at 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday when you know you get to watch something happy, which is kind of what we did. Yes. Because then we watched In Your Dreams, which is on Netflix. So Frankenstein's on Netflix, and then In Your Dreams is a new animated film. It is so cute. The concept of, and it's like got really somewhat heavy themes because like her family's going through a really hard time and possible divorce. And so she wants to meet the Sandman in her dreams so that he can grant her wish. Wait,
this sounds familiar now.
Okay. Like, families together. Yeah. And visually, it's really great. It's really light. It feels very warm. It feels a little like Klaus in that it's not stylistically the same, but it's in that same vein of, you know how Netflix animated films have really beautiful messaging? Like K-pop Demon Hunters is a perfect example of like actually pretty heavy-handed with the messaging kind of all throughout, but you're not offended by it. Yep. It's not like, oh, I'm watching woke Snow White, which I watched this whole like kind of documentary on about small people being upset at Peter Dinklage and then being upset like just the plight of dwarfism and its representation in media. It was really interesting. Yeah, interesting. Anyways, but those were some really good things that I consumed. I would say if I'm giving recommendations, definitely Project Hail Mary. I listened to it in a week. And then like while I'm at the gym, not straight. All Her Fault is really good as well. Frankenstein, if you have the stomach for it, but if you don't, I think it's okay to skip and just see some of the pictures. I did watch a little interview with Guillermo del Toro where he talked about how he wanted every frame, like if it was a still, it could be like a photograph or a piece of art, and he nailed that part. So you could probably get that. And then I think it'll be fun for people to watch In Your Dreams this week or coming up into the holiday season when you've got more time with your kids. So that one's really cute. And then, of course, Wicked. I watched Wicked 1 again in preparation for Wednesday for Wicked for Good, which comes out this week. This is Wicked week.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It has not clocked to me yet. The Wicked I'm about to see the second part.
I know. I'm so excited for us. Really.
I'm thrilled. It felt like it was so far away last year.
No, it did. And now I'm just like, it's here. And now they can't take it away.
No.
Like it's coming.
We're going to have both parts.
We're going to have the full story. All right, hit us with your 3 GBs. Let me know if you need help.
Okay, one of my first ones is Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Yes.
You guys, this is some of the best reality television I've ever seen. And that we have watched how many seasons of Housewives across all of the franchises. When I tell you that the 3 episodes of them on this yacht is some of the best reality TV I've ever watched. It is so funny.
For those of you that don't understand what she's saying, there's 2 different shows on Bravo. There's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Below Deck. This is a crossover event where the Below Deck follows a yacht charter each episode. And one of the guests on one of the charters, or one of the charters is the Salt Lake City women. Girls. So we've seen it through the Salt Lake City vantage point, and then at BravoCon, which we're going to talk about later, they released the footage or the trailer for the Below the Deck spin. It's a real upstairs, downstairs vibe.
So we're going to get a whole different perspective after the fact, which I cannot wait for.
Yes.
But truly, like, if there is ever a time to start Salt Lake, it is now.
Yes.
I think if you were like, oh, there's like 5 seasons now or however many seasons, It's like too hard to get into. I think that you could go back even just one season to when Brittany and Bronwyn joined and go from there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend it.
But I also think we're getting into a TV content lull.
Yeah.
Because everything basically went on break.
You could start from season 1.
You could start from season 1 because
which,
it's
by
really
the way,
entertaining.
it's good from season 1.
Yeah, it's good from the
It's like
jump.
when I recommend Real House of Miami. Yeah. I'm like, just start from season 3. It's good from the beginning.
Yes.
Even when you recommended Married to Medicine from the beginning, I was like, ooh, the way I'm going to have to watch those warm lit cameras. Like, it's just going to be bad. Entertaining from the beginning.
I agree. Salt Lake City is such
Salt Lake City, so good. My second one. Oh, on HBO, there is a baking series called something like Wizards of Baking. Uh-huh. It is a Harry Potter themed like bake competition. The twins are like the hosts.
Oh, Fred and George.
Uh-huh. And then the judges are, one of them you would recognize from Top Chef. The other one is just like another baking judge.
Okay.
But all of the cakes are like Harry Potter themed. It is just like such a delight to have on.
I love Delight TV.
It's not really intense. The bakers are like two people randomly paired together. It's not like, I mean, it is kind of like, oh, this fell off the cake and we have to figure it out. But like, it's not high stakes.
Yeah, that's
low stakes. Would be the actual like perfect thing to have on in the background of like your holiday festivities.
Yes.
Because it just like, if you miss somebody, like it's not serious.
Right.
It was on when we were in Cabo and my mom just like watched it for like 3 hours straight one afternoon. We were like, this is really nice. It just was like so delightful and I hope that everybody enjoys it. Now my last one is the book that I mentioned last week.
Okay.
That I finally finished. You guys, it is called The Second Death of Locke. And I listened to the audiobook, which she has like a Scottish accent, so it was very entertaining to listen to. I usually listen to books on like a 1.8 to like a 2 speed. I listened to this book at 1.3 speed. I simultaneously like could not get enough of it, could not stop thinking about it, was obsessing over it, and also wouldn't pick it up because I just did not want it to end.
Okay, I'm so excited. What kind of genre?
Okay, so it's fantasy, but there's elements of romance.
Okay.
I would say not for kids. There is like some semi-spicy scenes, but then there's a couple where it just does like fade to black. But the magic system was cool. The like dynamic between characters. It was also very inclusive without being in your face. Like one of the characters was like non-binary, but not because it was like, this person's non-binary. They, them. They just like called them. Mm. And like, I didn't pick up on it until it was like, you know, a few chapters later that I was like, oh, this person is non-binary. Like, and then like main characters are also kind of fluid in their sexuality. And I'm like, I love that it was just, and this is how Schitt's Creek feels to me. Like, it's just a part of people's lives. It's not something that we have to like.
It's not a moniker. It's not a.
Yeah, it's not like, and we are so progressive.
Right.
Like,
right.
It's just is like something that's a part of people's lives. And I loved that element of it. There's like excellent. I'm like, bring back yearning. There is like so much yearning in this book. I was listening to it while driving like to and from work. At one point I'm driving, something happens and I audibly am like, and like gasp and like clutch my chest because I was so shocked.
And you were so in it.
Oh, it is probably my favorite book of the year. And that's after like the whole year. Pretty much. I'm scared that nothing will top it again.
Ever.
It's so good that I'm like, every single one of you read it. And if you don't even like it, like, I don't care. You can't bring me down. I sent it to my book club yesterday and was like, all of you need to read this. And they're like, great. I was needing a book. And I was like, great. If you don't like it, I don't care. Because to me, it was that good. My only tiny little thing, and I think this mostly becomes from that I was like stretching this book to last. The end like wrapped up so quickly for me. But I think that also was like the pain point for me, where I was like, I need this book to keep going. It does appear that it's a series of 3 that will like extend a few more books.
Have the other books been released?
No. Okay. Allegedly, it says like on Goodreads like September of next year. But the first book just came out this September. So I like caught it so early.
I think it's rude of people to release books that are meant to be in a series without just releasing the full series.
Absolutely. Write it all and then release it.
And then just release all of it. Be like, this is 13 books. Enjoy. Like, I know there's a lot of reasons why we don't do that.
Yeah, if it's not successful.
I don't love that.
No, give it to...
I don't love that.
We have been so blessed by like Netflix shows where they just dropped them all at once.
I want an entire season. I want an entire story. I want 6 seasons.
Well, the good thing about this book is it does kind of feel like it could be a standalone.
Okay.
The way that it wrapped up, I was like, oh, I don't really need more. But I can see where more would come from. It's so good. Like I'm gonna buy it. It's so good that I just want do the Audible.
I will.
And listen to it slowly because it just, I loved it so much. It was so interesting. Even the parts that it was like a lull, I was still like, oh, I'm like loving the characters. I felt like the world building was like so obvious to me. Like I knew where she was. I knew what it looked like around her. And like sometimes when I'm reading a book, I'm like, what is this? Like when I can't visualize it, I'm like, I'm bored a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, that book really was 1,000% so worth it. Okay. Everybody should read it. If you don't like it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. And you know how specific I am with recommendations.
Yeah. I was just going to say.
I'm like so careful.
This, I do need, because I finished Project Hail Mary, and I'll read this, which it's not a long, it's only 15 hours. So I could read it.
I think I did it in 11 at 1.3.
Yeah. So I think I may, but if you guys have good recommendations for us, like I think it'd be cool to know, and we need to plan for our last episode of the year review. But send us your recommendations of the best book. Maybe we'll do that as a prompt.
Yeah.
Like, what was the best book you read for 2025? Because we need recommendations.
Absolutely.
All right, we've got some advice for people in the news, which I love so much because we've got some. I've got a hot take, actually, on the first story.
Wow, okay, I can't wait.
Okay, so we know Kris Jenner turned 70, and she had a star-studded birthday party.
Huge party. We talked a little bit about it.
Star-studded, we're saying Oprah's there, Beyonce's there.
Martha Stewart,
Snoop. Like, these are big people. And they also got Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And the photos came out with them there, and then Meghan and Harry's team.
Well, Kris Jenner specifically posted a carousel.
Yes.
With photos.
Yeah. Including the Duchess and the former Duchess and Dutch.
Then they seemingly disappeared from the carousel.
Yeah, were taken off. And then it came out that was at the request of Meghan and Harry's team.
Yeah.
And Meghan and Harry have said, oops, so sorry. Sneeze. Do you always sneeze? Excuse me. Do you always sneeze twice?
At least twice.
I'm at least twice too. When I do
sometimes
3,
I'll sneeze like 8 times, and
sometimes
I'm like,
I will too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like my brain is having a seizure.
I get so mad. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So now here's the rumors. Here's what some people are saying, because the pictures went down, and people are now saying like, that's so weird. Why would they act like they're not at this A-lister party? In fact, it would be very A-lister of them to be at this A-listed party.
Yeah.
Now, some are saying that the party was also on Veterans Day. Yeah. And so, like, they didn't want to run afoul of like the British Remembrance Day, which was the Friday before the Veterans Day, which was on Tuesday, the 11th. They didn't want to have that be like somehow they were being disrespectful, because one of the major nonprofit sort of arms of his life is on the military and the Invictus Games and whatever. And so he didn't want to be disrespectful to that.
Okay.
Some people are saying that they didn't fill out. So Meghan and Harry's team said, well, we didn't fill out the forms, so we didn't sign the releases. Then someone's come out and said they didn't actually have the release.
There was no forms.
Now, what I have heard which I actually think is true, is I have a feeling that they were filming the party for the show.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have necessarily releases for the photos, but they did have a release for consenting to be filmed.
Interesting.
And that maybe they didn't fill out those, which is why they think it. Here's my general advice. If you're going to go somewhere, if you're making the choice to go somewhere, stand by that choice.
Yep.
Which means if you're photographed there, you're photographed there.
Yep.
I think it's wild to me. It actually just, I don't love the concept of people asking to take photos down or whatever else. It's like, if you're in a public space, baby girl, or handsome man, and you have a picture taken of you, that is the photo, because you made the choice to be there and you saw that there were photographers there. I mean, you couldn't have gone to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party and not think press was going to be there.
There was going to be photos done.
Additionally, Meghan and Harry, when they pulled up, they didn't go through the back entrance, which is how Beyonce and Tina Knowles went in, because that's how they weren't filmed until after the carousel was released.
Yep.
Meghan and Harry went the front way, and so they were filmed with all the other people right outside the gates of the Calabasas mansion. Like, stand by it. If you're going to be somewhere, be proud to be there.
My advice for just Harry and Meghan in general right now is, like, I feel like they are still trying to create this, like, line and barrier between them being, like, royalty and being A-list. And I just wish they would be A-list.
Agreed.
Because you're no longer, you have cut ties with the royal family. We all know this. It was very public. Just be A-list.
Right.
That's what people want from you. And that's what, like, I find confusing about their branding is I'm like, Meghan wants to be an actress and do these, like, lifestyle shows. Yeah. And I'm like, but that's A-list. That's A-list. That's not royal.
Right.
So you can't be both.
Agreed.
Like, you can be A-list and royal if you're royal.
Right.
But you're not. You've cut ties with the royal family.
You're a royal who the A-listers are interested in, like William and Kate.
Yes.
Royal who A-listers, although, did you
Exactly.
see, speaking of the royal family, this is just tangential, that William did a video for Robert Irwin on Dancing with the Stars.
I didn't see the whole clip.
I don't think it's like, it's not explaining anything. It's just like, we're rooting for you. Like, it was just wild. And I saw it really because
Australia is still, like, a part of technically the monarchy?
I think it's part of, like, a Commonwealth. I'm not sure, but kind of like how Canada is.
Yeah.
And if we're wrong on that, don't come for me, you guys.
Sorry.
But what someone had commented, so interesting that literally the Prince of Wales
can find time, but Zac Efron
cannot.
No, if Zac Efron doesn't show up by, like, next episode,
no, like, literally this week,
deep water.
He is as a major missed opportunity. So just generally, if you're going to be at a party, going back to the royal family or going back to Meghan and Harry, just be that. And I agree with you. I think they're doing so much, and the stuff they're doing is actually getting worse. Yeah. So just, like, maybe take a beat.
No, truly, I'm like, and you're lucky to be in Kris Jenner's Instagram.
No, fully.
Do you know what, like, kind of press people would kill for to be in Kris Jenner's Instagram?
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like it's contrived.
Yep.
And I just want them to lean in a direction. If you want to be royal and act like you are above it, then actually be above it.
Agreed. All right. Now, next person. Interesting story. Amy Schumer has been in the news this week because she has lost quite a bit of weight. She pulled a Rebel Wilson. And she deleted all of her pre-weight loss photos from her socials. Now, of course, it didn't scrub the internet from them. Like, if you want to see a heavier
Amy Schumer,
you can. I have no problem with this at all.
I agree.
As someone who has lost significant weight in the past handful of years, yearish or two, I see heavier pictures of me, and I'm always careful because Steven is always so kind about like heavier Chase, and he's like, oh my gosh, no, he was like so cute and handsome then too. Like, I loved you there. I'm so proud of the work like that I've taken to like waking up at 5:30 every day to go to the gym, almost every day, not Sundays. is a commitment, and I've done that consistently for almost a year now.
Yeah.
And so like when I see pictures of myself that like looks good, I'm like, yes, 10 points.
The thing is, and like I would say this about you beforehand, is like the feelings that a lot of people get, and I think that this was projected onto Amy Schumer, I'm not sure if she really felt this way, is a lot of people like look back on older photos and like feel embarrassed. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you were still working out in that body. You were still like, you stopped eating like fast food way before you lost a bunch of weight. Like, you were still working on your health. Like, a lot of people look at bigger bodies and just like assume that this person is unhealthy or not working on it or like not doing anything about it. And it's like, that's just not the case. And you don't need to like look back on older photos of yourself and be embarrassed.
Agreed.
However, somebody's Instagram page is their own curated look at their life. And if Amy Schumer wants to delete all of her fat photos, like, that's fine. Like,
now,
leave
it's an
her
interesting
alone.
situation because are you watching Real Housewives of Potomac?
Yes.
So what people are posting or filtered pictures of their posting was actually a pretty big content on that trip where one of the housewives, a newer housewife this season, was photographed or was posting pictures of herself from either years prior. And some of the other housewives were being quite rude in my mind, shaming her, saying like, oh my gosh, you look so filtered, it doesn't look like you. And in large part because the photo of the person is just a lot skinnier than who she is now, and she's lost.
But there is like also a Facetune look to her photos.
1000%. Same with Gretchen.
But like all of them do that, so I just am kind of like.
Why come at someone for what they're choosing to post? Like, if you look markedly different in real life than you do on your photos, that's your cross to bear.
Yes, that's on you.
You have to walk personally into a room and have someone be like, oh gosh, it's you. Okay, wow, it looks different, a little different than your pictures. You have to deal with that. I don't care enough. And so like,
it's just like mean girl crap to be like, oh, you don't look like your photos. It's like, oh, okay, well, you don't need to like point that out.
Yeah, the lighting was great. I posted that because I looked great. I felt good about myself, and that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I just think of all the things to be commenting on, what people are choosing to post on their social media page or delete from their social media page is up to them.
Also, that's I think wild. With Amy Schumer specifically, like, she lost a bunch of weight with, I believe, a GLP-1.
Yeah.
Then she got, I don't know if it was Hashimoto's or a different ailment that, like, caused her face to kind of puff up again. Her words. Like, she would specifically talk about this. Excuse me. And she resolved all of that and worked on her health. So I can understand too if like it was something specifically that was health related that was kind of traumatizing for you to also want to like not have that sitting on your profile every time you look at it. The other thing too though is like, when's the last time you looked at your own profile? Maybe like not watched your own stories, but like looked at your own profile.
Very rarely. In fact, when I came back on, I was like, what have I posted? And I was like, oh, interesting.
No, truly. The last time I think I posted was like 2024.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if I had posted this year.
Do you want me to look?
Yeah.
I have one of the few times that I can because I actually have an Instagram.
Like I usually exist on my stories. I don't post things on like my main. I'll post reels sometimes from trips. But like I truly cannot remember the last time I posted on Instagram.
You've posted twice this year.
I've posted twice this year?
You posted really trip summaries. You posted San Diego.
Yes.
In April.
A reel. Yeah.
Yes. And then you posted a reel on the 12-year-old trip.
Yes. Reels.
Reel summaries are actually really great. That's really smart. Okay. I had a thought too about the Amy Schumer film. She kind of got famous for writing and starring, and I think she directed as well. I Feel Pretty. Yeah. A movie all about like accepting yourself or whatever else. And I think that's maybe why she's getting a little bit of comments like this, is because if one of the like chapters of your life was about accepting yourself and loving the skin you're in and blah, 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 and then to do kind of something which reads a little antithetical. Yeah. I could see that, but notwithstanding, let them have their own page. Yeah. Let them eat cake. All right, I'm going to read you a portion of this next article, and you as you're a listener, because you know what it is, you picked it. As a listener, think about what I'm talking about, okay? In its heyday, it was ubiquitous, an American avatar of grit, humility, and thrift. Jauntily jingling in pockets and purses, it proudly rubbed shoulders with its currency contemporary springing from gumballs or the occasional grocery item. But in the end, plagued by doubts about self-worth, it would finally fade from the spotlight like a screen star of decades past whose phone had stopped ringing long ago. Decades of inflation had taken its toll on the humble coin, and it took its final breath in Philadelphia, where it had been born in 1793, a year after its authorization by the newly established U.S. Mint. On Wednesday afternoon, the Mint, there formally stamped with what it would be its country's last circulating pennies, in a ceremony celebrating an icon as emblematic of the national ethos as lunch pails, piggy banks, and the American dream. No other U.S. coin has been in circulation longer. We're talking about the penny.
The thing is, I know when the journalist wrote that, he thought that people would be reading it.
Something.
Like,
who was this? The USA Today journalist
thought that
Mark Ramirez.
Yeah, I knew it was a man. He just knew that somebody was going to be reading it on a podcast so eloquently. Like, he was like, "Ooh, this is gonna eat. Like, they're gonna love this."
Yeah, it's just it's just wild to me that I get like the pennies are no longer in circulation.
Penny ubiquitous.
Like
jingling in
purses and pockets next to gumballs and wrappers. I'm like, okay, you mean a penny? Like, but you know what? This is my advice.
Yeah.
We do this about people too when they're dead.
Yes.
Like sometimes when I read obituaries, I'm like, same person? Is that who I was in gym with?
That same person?
Is that the same? So I guess like, was it posthumously? What's if someone's dead?
Yeah.
Posthumously, recounting of like their life. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, okay, great. Other ways you could have talked about the penny. This annoying, good for nothing thing that would get stuck, would tarnish, would be like the loose change in your pockets, and that would make its way into a laundry bin, and then like, what are you doing with the penny? I get it. It's just so funny, but this is really what my advice is. Always go hard.
Yeah.
You're right. You get your B, and it's like, I need you to write about the death of the penny. Yeah. I need you to write about the penny going out of circulation. And then the author, you mean the death of the penny? It's murder. The American people murdered the penny. Like, it's so sensational. I'm here for it. Like, you know me, I love it being heavy-handed. So like, if someone's like being so like dramatic, I'm like, slay. I get the drama. Slay. I'm a dramatic king myself, so we're gooch.
No, I think you nailed it, actually.
Thank you. Okay, Alice in Wonderland is getting a new live action remake, so to speak. Into a musical. Now, we've already had an Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, we've had a million Alice in Wonderlands.
But this is going to be a musical.
Like, did we need this? A musical?
We absolutely did not need it. Starring, and then everybody, if you're listening, everybody scream. Ah! Everybody guess right now, who is it? If you don't know, guess.
I know,
She's
so
blonde.
I won't guess.
She's Riddle. She's a little teeny. I was gonna say little, but I was trying to be.
She's a little tiny.
She's a little teeny tiny girl who wants to do songs. Sabrina Carpenter is gonna star as Alice in the musical adaptation of Alice in Wonderland.
I can see this.
I can too. Like, I hope it's
more camp.
I hope it's camp. I hope it's like Penn and Pascal, or I hope it's like really, really, really good writing, because that will make a huge difference. Kind of like how Mean Girls, the musical, was like a satirical, like not taking themselves too seriously. If I have to hear of like a going down the looking glass, and it's
going
like
down,
down, or the Cheshire Cat, which way you go, the Mad Hatter, the Queen of Hearts. Like, there's a lot of really good, but so we know who's going to be Alice. I thought it would be fun for us to give some advice to casting companies about who the other people that we should have.
Okay.
So we've got, and I'm going to just give the main people. So we've got the Mad Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum. We've got the Cheshire Cat. We've got the Queen of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are the ones that I'm wanting to cast.
Okay.
Who do you have in those 5 that you're like, oh, this would be a good get?
Ooh, wow.
Because I have a very good get for I think the Queen of Hearts should be Lizzo. I think Lizzo for a musical, for like
such a good one.
The vibe of it all, the larger than life, the theatrics,
like extreme, like
the super for their head. Flute, whatever. I think Lizzo should be Queen of Hearts. That's my casting call.
Wait, I also could see her as the
Cheshire Cat.
No, the caterpillar.
The caterpillar,
yes. The like high caterpillar who's like silly and has a pipe, but like for Lizzo it would be her flute.
Yeah, I could see that, but I like her being
Queen of Hearts. Lizzo. She could be Lizzo. In it immediately.
What about Cheshire Cat, Tweedledee Tweedledum, and Mad Hatter? And we're only doing musicians because I don't want to have like Anne Hathaway, but it's not actually a musical. Yeah, because I'm leaning into the musical of it all.
Oh, okay.
And I have a pretty good idea of Cheshire Cat.
Okay, who?
John Mayer. This is right. I think he has kind of like cool vibes. Like I think like the vibe of the cat could be like, cool sis, yeah, like.
Maybe he should be the caterpillar then, because the caterpillar's like the.
Oh, I guess what I'm thinking.
Guy.
Maybe he's the caterpillar because I was just thinking he's like good kind of.
Because to me, the Cheshire Cat is so like. Sneaky. Like, okay. He has like they have a sneaky spirit.
My Mad Hatter, I think, should be Adam Lambert. I think just like.
Wait, I was like not prepared for how good yours were going to be. That's so good.
I also thought about it while we were doing the show about it. I was like, wait, this is just a fun thing. I do think that would be a cool. He'd be a really, really eccentric, but it'd be a super unique way to take the Mad Hatter away from the sort of like zany Johnny Depp of it all, but still cool.
Benson Boone could be a good one too.
For a Mad Hatter? That is cool, yes.
Also, there's like the same pocket size, him and Sabrina.
Okay, I'm trying to think of who else. Okay, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Now, they don't have to be... It could be one person who plays two different...
One person who plays both.
Yeah, or it could be two people. And then we also just have to figure out who would be the the Cheshire Cat.
I'm trying to think of like everybody. Honestly, make Bette Midler the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, that's kind of fun to bring in a totally different vibe. That's a really good get. Yeah. I like that. Or like Cher.
Yeah.
Cher and like the Cheshire
Cat. I want like
a
like Patti LuPone.
Like,
no, like I want like something so silly.
Yeah, like really over the top.
But like kind of an icon still.
Yes.
Ooh,
and then Tweedledee and Tweedledum, I actually think it'd be really fun if it was like Travis Scott or like Outkast was like Tweedledee or Tweedledum, or like the Dixie Chicks or whatever they're called now, Chicks or
the Chicks. What's like a boy? The Jonas Brothers.
They're gonna be in a. Oh, I did. There was another show that I watched. Movie. Yes, I watched also Merry Xmas with Alicia Silverstone and Oliver Hudson. It's on Netflix. How was that? Like so cute, so Jamil, so predictable. The perfect like Christmas. Like it's a great festive, mindless. Even when I watched it on Friday night, we were like, let's just watch something super campy, Christmassy. Yeah. There's a gingerbread decorating house contest.
Amazing.
And there's gay dads in it that are like the grandpas. And like, let's go dads or grandpas. And I'm like, oh, it's me and Steven in the future. That was really cute. Okay, if you have other suggestions on casting for Alice in Wonderland,
Lambert
that's
as
better
the Mad
than
Hatter is such a good idea. Good idea. You were so right for that.
And Lizzo, I think, as the Queen of Hearts.
No, that one's too.
Is like Lizzo should have been Ursula in Little Mermaid.
Yep.
Okay, now the last story that we have is
maybe Lizzo just can't act.
I know, maybe that's the problem.
Maybe she truly can't act because there's a lot of parts that I'm like, that should go to Lizzo. Yeah. And she's just not getting them.
Well, she's also been blacklisted.
What if Meghan the Stallion was the Cheshire Cat? And Cheshire Cat was
Stephen and I driving home. We did driving home.
Why was that so funny?
Stephen and I were Meghan the Stallioning all of Gentry's Christmas songs because we were playing on road trips. We play a couple of games. Like I love playing fantasy set list or fantasy concert, and I was doing this for the Christmas tour. So we were listening to every Christmas song that Gentry's done in their 4 albums. Yeah. And we were singing along to them, but we were singing along like Stephen was doing rap descants, and then I was just Meghan the Stallioning like it's like long time ago in Bethlehem. Like you guys, if you want to like make my Christmas music fun, just randomly do or then that makes it really fun. Anyway, okay. Now we've had BravoCon is happening right now in Vegas. Okay. For those of you that don't know, BravoCon is kind of like the Super Bowl, like Super Bowl weekend for
of
sports,
reality TV.
Super Bowl weekend of Bravo reality TV, which is what they call it, BravoCon. And some of the, have you been getting any of the updates?
Yes.
No,
various things, not like a ton of really bad drama.
No.
Although Dumois posted that Sheena got in a physical altercation with someone from Southern Charm. And then Sheena came back
and said that was not true. That's a lie. She posted a video or posted a response to that. But let's just go through some of the things that were interesting.
Okay.
A new housewife franchise, Real Houses of Rhode Island. The trailer premiered, and so we were able to see the new housewives, and Dolores Catania from the Real Houses of New Jersey is a friend of. And these women, I did not realize Rhode Island. To me, I always felt Rhode Island is where, like, I thought Taylor Swift vibes. I didn't.
It's like Nantucket. I thought, like, it's kind of like very East Coast.
Yes, it's East Coast, but it's like Jersey. I mean, it's Jersey light. Like, I think what happened is they knew New Jersey was going down, and so they were like, "What's something that will give scratch the Bravo universe's itch for a New Jersey replacement?" And they just found the New Jersey housewives and put them in Rhode Island.
Got it.
They are, great. That's how we do it in Rhode Island. I'm like, I am confident no one actually does it like that. I actually thought the
conspiracy theory Rhode Island and Delaware don't exist. So
right. No,
I'm happy they're on the map now.
Something is there. I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Vicky Gunvalson received an orange for her to come back for Real Houses of Orange County season 20.
Which I thought was like very apropos. Like, I think it was so necessary.
And then the Lifetime Achievement Award went to Candy Burris from Real Houses of Atlanta, which is actually really, to me, really cool because she's not on a current show. Her daughter is, which is cool. And her daughter was there to help present the award. But she did the Othello on Broadway. She produced that, which was one of the highest grossing Broadway productions for its runtime.
Yeah, she kind of transcends Housewives.
Yeah, like she's actually, if you're going to give a
always
Lifetime,
has, obviously.
Yeah, if you're going to give a Lifetime Achievement Award, giving it to someone who actually has a lot of achievements is like a really good get.
Yeah.
The fashions have been a lot.
Yeah.
I think wild, to be fair. I think it's very like everyone's trying to out camp the other side a little bit of like, what does it mean to be
you know what I will say, like sometimes, okay, you know your mom's phrase, like look for the helpers.
Yeah.
Look for Erica Jane. Because she is going to be in something that's campy but reasonable, and she looks good every time.
And she's also a head to toe, she's styled.
Yes.
Like her hair, if she's in a very severe, leather or catsuit something, then she has a very similar hair and makeup to that.
Yes.
That is where I feel like a lot of housewives go wrong, is they get a outfit. They're like, okay, great, this will be a sexy outfit. And then they're doing like a random hairstyle or like over the top.
Like, or Dorinda, who's in like an ill-fitted black dress, definitely not Giovanni.
Yeah.
Leg out, and then she's in a slick back high pony, and I'm like,
but those older women do slick back high ponies because they're also pulling.
I know,
so
but
they
it
tighten
looks
their faces.
So weird. Like, you don't even look like you.
Agreed. No,
and Giselle with her weird wigs, those are like
half up her head. Yeah. But I have a question for you. What are your three across all Bravo? Top three shows. You don't have to say first, second, third. Just this is one of my three. This is one of my three. This is one of my three.
Salt Lake.
And by that, everyone else goes.
Everyone else goes.
You're deleting all the other shows. These are the only three surviving shows on Bravo. What are they? Oh gosh,
this would change like so much. But I would say right now.
Yes, like shows that are no, all Bravo shows
across all forever.
Mm-hmm. Bravo, and Peacock.
But like where I'm currently at, I would say Salt Lake.
I'm Salt Lake too.
Miami.
Okay.
And Gosh, I want to say Married to Medicine. I loved Married to Medicine.
Dr. Heavenly got in an argument there as well. Like, there's some tea coming out of the shows as well.
Oh gosh, Beverly Hills would be up there.
Let's do this. You save 3 and I'll save 3. That way we save 6.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So
which one have you saved?
Ones. Salt Lake, Miami, and Married to Medicine.
Okay, so I'll save Beverly Hills. I'll save Orange County, honestly, because I think Orange County is slaying right now. Oh, and then I think I'm going to save Southern Charm. Or that or Summer House. I got to save one of the houses.
Say we can only save one housewife. We cut housewives.
Okay, so we cut. So I'm going to save
Salt Lake.
You're going to save Salt Lake. We each get to save one and we get to watch together. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to save Miami.
Yeah.
Because Miami is, Miami.
Yeah.
Okay. One other show. You get 2 other shows. Because that way you could say Married to Medicine and I can say Vanderpump.
Okay.
And then you can save,
Summer House is really good too.
Yeah. And then I'll save Southern Charm. But then Next Gen is out.
The thing is, like, you guys don't understand what kind of dilemma
this is Sophie's choice more than Sophie's choice.
And you know what's kind of crazy, though, to me? Like, I genuinely believe that, like, the people at BravoCon know less about Bravo than me and you.
Yeah, agreed.
But the thing is, like, I can't go to BravoCon because I've taken the bit too far.
Like,
my
problem is that
it's too weird, and we would get weird.
Yeah, we would get weird, and I know I wouldn't be able to control myself. Like, I think I'd be enveloped in the craziness that was BravoCon, and I wouldn't come out of it. Like, I think it'd be my first off my life savings just to go and meet people. I'd be like, I dropped $7,000 there, but I got 2 pictures with Bronwyn Newport, and I touched Mary's weave. Like, I just feel like. You know what I mean? Like, in real time, I would be like, this is so worth it. And then afterward, and I'm talking to my tax accountant, which I now have. I've been working this week. I'd be like, hi.
I didn't mean
sorry for these expenses.
Oopsie.
I know. Made an oopsie.
Salt Lake really is the best, though. This week when Mary met with Meredith and was like, I'm concerned that you don't.
Mary got like a fan favorite award and she burst into tears and she was really, really sweet.
And like what's so insane too about BravoCon is like Karen Huger just came out of prison for her fourth DUI.
Yeah.
Got a standing ovation.
No, literally, like she walked out of here like she'd walked the moon.
Are criminally insane.
No, fully.
That's where I'm like the bit has gone too far.
Yeah.
Like, we are celebrating a woman who got out of prison
for belligerently accosting a police officer after being pulled over for a DUI.
For her 4th DUI. Like, and we're like, she's back, the queen.
Love it.
You guys.
And I think it's I'm going to say it, it's very different to me. Crimes against the government, like Teresa with IRS, are very different than crimes against people a la Jen Shaw and Karen Huger. And I think if Karen Huger is going to be, her whole little preview, did you see the preview for Potomac where she sits down with Andy? Yeah. He's like, let's talk about it. So you're a free woman. She's like, we have to talk about my addiction. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, I fear that might be the editing of the interview. Yeah. I hope that it does seem like she is actually taking accountability. And I don't want to see her sipping a drink of alcohol for at least 2 seasons.
If you could rank the Housewife franchises from best to worst, right? Currently.
Salt Lake at the top.
Okay, same.
Miami second.
Same.
Ooh, I really liked.
I'm Orange County next.
I said I was going to say I really liked Orange County this season. Then I would do Beverly Hills.
Same.
Then I would do Atlanta this season was a hot mess.
I think I would do Potomac.
I think I would do Potomac
because I still think Potomac is better.
I just love Giselle.
I love Giselle. I think Ashley's doing quite good. I think they're doing good. And then
Atlanta.
I think I would rather Jersey.
Yeah, but Jersey's not actively on. I'm not counting it right now.
No, I'm counting them. I'm saying I'm going to count Jersey the last aired season. I would still count. Those are very interesting people. Yeah. I then would do New York.
If we're counting that, then I would count Jersey above Potomac.
Yeah, I think I would do Jersey, Potomac, New York, Atlanta. Atlanta's the last for me. And Portia
Which is
got
crazy
into
because Atlanta used to be
put it on the map.
Number one for me.
Portia tried saying that they're coming for Salt Lake City's crown. as being the
Portia,
head, and
please.
everybody was like, okay.
Portia,
also,
please.
the other best part of BravoCon,
although frickin' Frack are back.
I did see that. One of the best parts of the show of BravoCon was Julia from Real Houses of Miami asked if everybody, do you guys want me to sing opera? And the crowd yelled, no, no. And then because it was clearly part of the bit, so she started singing and everyone starts like kind of booing her. And Gertie is giggling and her face is really funny. Yeah. And then the other really funny like audience feedback like that backfired was, did you see Tom Sandoval?
Tom Sandoval saying that you want to join the Valley.
He's like, yeah, you guys want me to join the Valley? And it cuts to the audience and they're like, no, boo, thumbs down. He's like, I guess that's a no. There's nothing, like that would be the most humbling.
There's nothing like Tom Sandoval really taking it.
Yeah, there's nothing as well.
By the way, I don't know if I said this to you, but there was a guy who was Tom Sandoval in Traitors singing into the phone with the doll for Halloween. And he was carrying around like a rotary phone with a baby doll being like, and I was like,
those are Halloween costumes that are 10-10-10s to me.
Like, what do you mean you're Tom Sandoval from Traitors in this one specific
so
challenge?
Niche and so good.
Yeah. No, it was like amazing. 10 out of 10.
All right, guys. Well, that is our show for the day. That was our show for the week and the day and the lifetime. This is the end. No, just kidding. But we love you guys. Give us a follow, like, subscribe. We're going to have more content coming out. We were just coordinating some things with our new employee. So we got more content coming out, but we will look to hang out with you guys soon. My kiddos come this week, so I'm so excited. And we will be back in a week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.